when they first go in, and if you want to sit in any of the top 8 chairs, you can challenge someone to move out of the way. And in C Planet,
I feel like it was the planet I would be on.
yes, I think it's the planet that we
Like in The Little Prince, that's the planet that I live on. I'm the little lamplighter
You're the
on
little lamplighter on C Planet.
On C Planet. Welcome back to Boys Love Boys Planet Round 2.
Boys Love Boys 2 Planet.
Boys Love
the squeakquel.
Boys 2 Boys Boys 2 Two Boys 2 Planets.
2 Boys 2 Planet
200
Furious.
Boys 2 Planets.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, welcome back. I am Adam.
Electric Boogaloo. And I'm RJ. Welcome back. We are now
up in a new Bugatti.
We're officially in the first episodes of Boys 2 Planet.
Mm-hmm.
It's
a 1 a.m.
It's 1 a.m. It's a split premiere.
I've lost all sense of time.
I know, we've been watching.
Sense of direction.
And it's not even, we haven't even seen all of the auditions yet. Not all the star level tests are done.
Yes. I watched most of the ones that were like majority cut.
Mm-hmm.
I basically watched until I physically could not stomach watching any further,
Yeah.
and then I had to cut out of the YouTube video.
I think there's obviously there's a reason why they don't show everything.
Yeah.
Because there's a wide range of...
There's a wide range. We've got... Well, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about
Boys 2 Planet has started. It's officially kicked off. Both first premiere episodes have come out. It's giving season 6 of Drag Race. We're giving a split premiere,
honey.
So we have in the first episode... Okay, so here's what I thought. I think we should talk about all the trainees instead of being like, let's talk about K episode first and then let's talk about C. I think we should just like talk about all of them.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because inevitably, they're all going to end up
Be
coming
in one
together.
anyway, I know.
So we're not going to keep this split forever. And there's only one group forming.
Right.
So,
but what are the rules now as of the first 2 episodes? Like, what do we know so far for the show?
there are 8 seats.
Yeah.
So there will be 8 in the group. The asymmetry of the seating
really
is
killing
really
Adam.
killing
Woo!
me. It's really tough.
Yeah.
So that I don't love.
Yeah. Adam's really struggling with looking at it.
And then this is
But it's interesting,
the
they're
star
showing,
level test.
Yes, they're showing 2 8s. So there's 2 8 count. There's an 8 in C and 8 in K. But according to reports, it will be just 1 8.
Right.
So sure.
Listen, maybe it'll be a 16-member group.
And who?
Maybe they'll just make one group, but it's still the same number of members.
Maybe it's one group, all 16, but it's K unit, C unit. Would that be so impossible?
I do think that even doing it this hard, they are really setting themselves up for when inevitably there is a majority K participation in the final group that it's going to look not ideal.
Yeah.
Let's say. But anyway, here we are. So we are doing the star level tests, and we are now doing, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4 stars, there are now 3 levels. 1, 2, and all-star. And then you are able to get 0 stars,
honey.
And you get immediately eliminated if this happens.
Yeah.
My guess is because there are 160 people they have to get through, they have to weed out quickly.
As quickly as they can.
So we have some masters, okay? In the K episodes, we have Lee Seok-hoon from last season. We have
1 star's back.
1 star's back. We have Hyolyn. And we have those are the vocal masters.
So okay, that's interesting.
Dance is Baekoo Young. In the K episode, it's Connie and Kinky, and then in the C episode, it's Zhao and Jarek.
Yes. So interesting that there's 2 separate dance teams.
And then rap is just this, but I think it's Justice.
Yeah.
So that's Justice. And then we have a chief
master
who is Jeju.
for C.
I think it's both. I think he's gonna be there the whole time. I just think he wasn't.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think he went on. I don't know. I don't know what the official contract.
It
with
feels
him
like
was.
it's just C because K. Because they've done it. I don't know, because they've done it before. The people. It feels like Sokun feels like probably the right K.
But they gave him a
title specifically saying Chief Master. So that's
Chief Master. Okay, is that interesting? Does anyone care? Should we move on to the trainees? Okay. We are going to go through mostly the featured performances of the episodes. Yes, not necessarily the ones that are majority cut out.
Yes, obviously they don't show everyone. They do the ones that they do kind of show that happen in this cut of the episode. Their full videos are available on YouTube to watch. We won't talk about every single one, but we're just going to talk about the ones that stood out for
better and for worse.
Yeah.
For richer, for poorer. In sickness and in health.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let you start. You tell me which performance you want to talk about, and I will give you the information.
Okay, just overall.
What was your favorite performance of all 14 plus 17? However many that, 31?
Okay, well, candidly, I will say that I had more favorites in the C episode than K episode. So, I mean, I would say my favorite performance in total of both episodes is Team Newer. So Zhou Anxin and Zhang Jiahao. Zhou Anxin is the C center, and Zhang Jiahao is his tall roommate.
Yes. And they were roommates.
And they did
Fever by Enhypen.
Yes, they did great work.
Great song.
And like the masters were so quickly like, we don't need to talk. You guys are in. You guys are all stars. I don't know why let's go.
I'm trying to decide if that was
if that ended up being your favorite too.
Yeah. It's interesting because both episodes end with an Enhypen performance, which is very interesting.
I didn't even think about that.
And I would say they're probably the best performances of both episodes. Technically. That is not my favorite performance, although I did really enjoy it.
Okay, then who was yours?
My favorite performance is from the C episode, and it is Never, the performance of Never by Nation Sun. This is performed by Sun Hung Yu,
yes.
He is a solo performer. He does have K-pop experience. We have to talk about that for a second, but he has K-pop experience. He used to be in a group called Blanky. That disbanded, and then he was like dropped by his company, and so he's been like, it's a very Vanner peak time storyline.
He's working part-time jobs.
It was incredibly moving. It is technically similar also to Sangwon's storyline in Fever.
Yeah.
But by the way, go to the performance on YouTube. It is filled with Koreans like, oh my god, this is incredible, like, wow, your Korean is so good, like, you're so earnest, you want this so bad, blah blah blah.
He debuted already in Korea. He's been living in Korea by himself,
but it doesn't feel like there are some people on the show where they are currently in a group or like they're base whatever, there's like debuted idols in this, and it doesn't feel like he is in a similar situation to them. I mean, obviously he's not in a similar situation, but like it doesn't feel like he has the same kind of like, well, he's, you know, a debut idol, like, you know what I mean?
It's very interesting who they're giving that storyline to. I mean, obviously probably just personality wise, like who was leaning in on that character to play. In C, because the K-pop experience didn't necessarily mean debuted, unlike in K-Planet, where like the last people they introduced were the debuted.
Right.
So they got all the all-star seats. For C, it was just K-pop experience, so meaning they had either debuted or work at a Korean agency specifically.
Right.
So it was kind of interesting to see
so their staff.
Yeah, so their staff.
At a Korean agency.
So it's interesting to see the I don't know if entitlement is the right word. That's definitely what was being played. at.
That's what they want.
That's what they want. That's the drama they want you to
But I think it's a very interesting because they did not draw these classifications in Boys Planet 1. Like, they didn't distinguish people based on, like, the amount of training they had, other than being, like, this trainee's had a long time. This trainee hasn't. Like, this season, K-Planet was sorted into, like, amateurs, basically. They didn't call it amateurs, but it was, like, people who aren't in a company, people who are in a company, and then debut. C was amateurs, some experience, but that was not K-pop experience, and then K-pop experience.
Yes, yeah.
Those were their classifications. Because
there was someone that was like, we have experience, it's C-pop. It doesn't have necessarily K-pop.
Right.
But they're like, it's not the show.
It's not the show.
Siri.
It's not the country.
That's the country. So that was really interesting, and I think that he... Hung Yu really like got the big and like sympathetic story that all of the masters like immediately, but like truly just like Vanner, they all like
and
immediately and
backed
emotionally
up with incredible talent.
Totally.
Like I was like, I thought he was better than like some people that got all-stars.
I agree.
He also got an all-star. I'm not saying that like he didn't get the fair.
He was probably the most like close to like what honestly like Hui in Boys Planet, like very complete, concise performance, but still had like an extra thing to like get everyone hooked. Yeah.
We should talk about some K performances. Let's talk about speaking of a soloist, we have to talk about my new beloved Kang Woojin, who performed Atlantis Princess by Boa.
He's 9 feet tall.
He's 9 feet tall.
He's literally tall Tere.
I know. He showed up and I was like, well,
he's got a guitar. He's a busker. He's 9 feet tall.
Yeah. Great vocals.
Yeah.
And like he was like, I'm not a good dancer. And then I thought was good.
Was like pretty good. Like
not the best dancer, right? But like
reminded me of like Universe League when they did like oh yeah, like Jungwoo was not great, but like was competent enough and like sold the song, and I felt like he was like writing that line, and even like the dance masters were arguing about it. Kanye was like, no, he's got foundations. Yeah, so
Kooyoung will never be happy. So
of course,
congrats.
He showed his little videos of him busking, and it was just like. I am sold
with his little guitar.
Listen, busking is not easy. It's not for the weak.
No.
And there is something really like, I don't know, just like
he'd win American Idol in a heartbeat.
Oh, for sure.
Especially that era of American Idol where everyone who was winning was like a white guy with a guitar.
Yeah. There's something very, what is the word? Like. It's like romanticized, like the busking. I feel like in Seoul specifically, like the singer-songwriter busking in Korea feels very much like, oh, it's a true artiste, or like there's someone who
I think
loves
that's everywhere. I think that's like art is so my passion that I can't go a day without
singing it. Yeah.
He was great. I loved him. So in his court.
Similar energy to him that I really liked in C Group was the other Chromosome trainee. Do you remember him, Adam? Chen Kai-wen, who they came in and they were like, oh, we know you. You're like you're from former EXO Lay's company. We had a kid over here last time, Wang Jihao. And then he goes, oh yes, how good. And we both start crying. I don't know why. He just means like, oh yes, my Hyung. But for some reason, the connection felt so deep.
I know.
He does. He also says the same thing. He's like, but in the opposite way. It's like I'm not confident in my singing, but I'm a better dancer than singer.
Yeah.
But he was also just like tall, charming, just had like a huge smile on his face that I kept being like, I want him and Woojin to be in this group just so we have two tall, smiley boys.
So this is what's really fascinating about doing the show now, 2 years after the fact, because Boys Planet was our first survival show we'd ever watched. Oh, you technically had like seen a couple episodes of Girls Planet.
Yes, yeah. What was happening?
But first full show, I have a fully different experience watching the show after having a few
watched
under my
so
belt,
many under
right?
my belt. I know. I feel really like I'm seeing through the editing sometimes. Like I'm seeing through like what they want us to feel.
Yes.
I'm like seeing the stories that they're laying out, so that way they give us a full roster of people.
Yes.
And also they have a roster of people to play around with for the show.
I also think like I think I'm way harder on the trainees than I was in Boys Planet 1.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do not think if we were doing Boys Planet 1 now and I had known what I know or know what I know,
you wouldn't have been so sweet to Dal.
I don't know if I would have been as sweet to Dal. However, technically I will say I dropped him pretty soon.
Yes, you were like, I love him, he's very cute, like he's doing his best.
But he needs to bake. Speaking of people that need to bake.
Oh, should we check in to see the other side of the coin?
The other side of the coin. So, speaking of Boys Planet, we had a performance of Say My Name. Oh no.
See, these were the ones that they cut really quickly as like a quick montage on the episode because they weren't.
Say My Name.
Great.
Here I Am.
Yeah. Nah beat nah.
Nah beat nah.
I don't even remember anyone.
I always want to know if they're given... I need to know if they are given the song directly or if they are given a list of songs that they have to choose from. Yeah. My guess would be it's a list of songs.
Because that's how American Idol works.
But also, they might just get a song picked for them.
That's true,
Which technically is going to happen on the show anyway.
Yeah.
So there's... I mean, unless it's one of the ones where they get to pick which song they are a part of, but blah, 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 blah. But... So there is a performance of Here I Am that is unfortunately, it was over there. They were not there. It wasn't, they weren't there.
They weren't there. Mm-mm. They said Here I Am and
they weren't. I'm not going to harp on this. Uh-huh. One of the members whose name was Kim Min-jun, one of the trainees, I should say. He looked like kind of like baby Ji-young.
Yes.
And that again, when I was going through the videos, a lot of comments being like, how could you get rid of him? Blah, 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 blah. And listen, I get it. You know, I what did I scream about last week? I said visuals are very important. We can't have it be the only thing.
So, visual, you said, Adam?
Oh, no, we can't talk about this. This is crazy.
Visual?
This is crazy. So, oh my God.
You said visual?
Speaking of visuals, let's talk about this performance of Candy by Baekhyun from Lee Yoon-chan and Park Nuri, who are from Great M Entertainment.
I'll be honest, it was not Great M.
Oh no.
Nuri gets no stars.
Nuri gets no stars.
And like moments where he wasn't singing, moments where he wasn't following along with the choreo, and they ask him like, you said it says here that you're a vocal line, or that your preferred position is vocal.
And he's like, oh no, it should say visual.
He says, oh no, I'm visual.
Oh,
which I think, giving him the benefit, I think he was doing a joke a bit, but no one was. Read the room, sweetie.
Read the room.
Read the room.
Read the room, babe. We can't. That was tough to watch. That was one of the toughest to watch because they edit it so like you can hear the like air of the room just being like.
Now listen, I think there were a couple of very what's the word? They were not afraid to like talk back, or at least speak their minds, I guess, like with the masters. I felt like Boys Planet 1 was very much like, I'm not going to speak back. I'm just going to listen to what they say.
No. There was a lot of cockity cow.
Yes. Yeah. Here, a lot of the trainees were like a little bit more outspoken, and I don't know if that's a generational thing.
Who, do you know?
So, like, I mean, like, okay, think, like, obviously in C Group, Limjack is the one that I'm like,
oh,
but there's like a
my God. There's an icon legend.
There's a generation, but then also there's a cultural. He is like,
I need Limjack and Ryan to be in a group together. Well, first
Ryan was
he
like,
hasn't even performed yet, and he's left an impression.
What's up, Yoroboon?
What's up, Yaraboon?
What's up, Yaraboon? And
Ryan.
Limjack is fully just like doing like very himself. I don't think he's playing it up because then you see videos of him like talking to everyone in the back, like, "Oh my god, wouldn't it be funny if I like pooped in the middle of my performance?" And Dong Hong Hai is just like, "Yeah,
it'd be so funny."
Wow,
I would love Limjack to just visit a specialist and just get some tests, just to see if we need to just be on something to like bring it down a little bit to help focus.
Yes, I think the focus is the what needs to be helped over there.
Yeah, let's talk about this performance. So this is Limjack and Nhan Bo Heng.
Nhan Bo Heng.
Who do Tap by Taeyong.
Mm-hmm. They do a tap routine.
To the song. Susie do Tap by Taeyong, and they really build it up that he is like obnoxious
and doesn't remember choreo.
They're a true odd couple. Uh-huh. One's like loud, one's quiet, one's high pitched, one's deep voice.
Yeah, Limjack's fully being like, "Hey everyone, hey blah blah blah," and Nyan's like, "Okay, dude,
yeah, calm down." Yeah,
Limjack says "dead ass" in one of the commentaries. Yes. It's so funny. He's like, "Dead ass." He's like the best one. I'm like, shit.
It's incredible.
I am obsessed.
Limjack is truly a new highlight of the show.
Uh-huh.
And
they do well.
They do great. They both get all-stars.
It reminded me of the Cam J moment. Kind of like, I don't think Jay was like as crazy as Jack, but he's definitely he was the one that was like very outgoing.
He had the American energy.
He had the American energy, and then Cam, although Limjack is not American, he's Australian. So it's nice to know that y'all are also out there doing the damn thing.
Yeah. They were great.
Yeah. And then they showed a weird preview that like, but what happens to Limjack at the next challenge?
Yeah.
Basically, like Kuyoung like yells at him. I think it is the focus. I think it's not picking up the choreography.
Right.
That's the vibe because he's been training for 5 months.
Yes. I feel like, here's my take. I think these companies, if you are an entertainment company, I don't understand. So Boys Planet's being made. Mnet says we need 160 trainees. They just reach out and put out the audition, the open casting call. They send it to all the agencies.
They're out in the malls. They're looking at Instagrams.
Yeah, the malls or like the middle school playgrounds with the amount of 2010s on this show is crazy.
They're just like going to school talent shows and be like, "Oh,
okay, what the is Boy Story and why did they debut when they were 9?" That was the like, I'm not gonna have the argument of minors debuting. I'm not gonna have it. I will not have it. That's crazy.
It's funny because when we did the reactions, I had to pause in the middle of the K reaction because I was really charmed by the Cube Boys, Statler and Waldorf.
Oh my god,
because they were so funny. They were really good too. Like they were like very charming.
And Na Yoon Seo.
Yes, they weren't great. They were charming. There's like talent there, but they were just so funny.
Gen Z.
So Gen Z. I mean, Gen Alpha. Yeah, like they were fully like, wow, yeah, that he's pretty cute.
The best part is, I think it's
funny.
I think it's Yoon Seo is not wearing contacts.
He was not wearing contacts, so he's just like, who's that? Like they're just like a vaudeville duo.
The editor had like a field day just cutting back to them multiple times
because they just had the best lines.
It's so funny.
But I was like getting anxious because I was like, well, I want to compliment them because they're really charming and funny. But then I was like, well, I don't want to be like, oh, I like them. They're funny in the show, and people being like, oh, so you support minors debuting?
So you're an evil hag.
No,
that's separate. He's an evil hag separately from that. You misunderstand.
That's not why I'm an evil hag.
That's not why.
And then we watched the C episode today, and JYP is like, oh, here's my pre-debut group of a bunch of 10-year-olds. And they were like very popular. So I was like, I'm not asking for that.
No, I will never.
And I won't.
And I will not be asking for that.
So
that I can promise I will not be asking for. Maybe I'll say, yeah, let a 17-year-old debut. I will not be asking for a 9-year-old to debut. Yeah. I do promise.
I promise
that.
you. Mm-hmm. That's not my ministry.
That's not my ministry, honey. Okay. So I think we have to address the elephant in the room.
And they're both in K. 2 elephants.
So I'm gonna bring...
One's not as big of an elephant, I think.
I'm gonna bring up this sweat performance by Kim Ganu.
Yes.
Who's from Cheonju.
He's
the center.
He's the K center
for Ola Solar. Which we found out after we had recorded our
pre-show picks. I'm
gonna talk about the performance.
Okay.
Mostly because that's all that I know for sure. And I don't want to espouse anything that we do not know in an official capacity. That's all I'm going to say. I have an obligation as someone who's putting things out on the internet for a lot of people to watch. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I thought this was good. This performance. I think it is... I agree. I do not... Okay, there's a bunch of people online being like, this is really mid. I don't think it's mid.
I don't think it's mid.
But I do think it's overly praised in its editing.
I think to justify that he becomes the K center.
So obviously they're going for he has like a Hanbin storyline.
Yes, yeah.
And then I was like, well, why would you push? Why would you push someone so hard, right? Like, and what? Like, I don't know we don't know the full tea. But then I was thinking like, he's not in an agency.
No. He's been a trainee forever, and now he's a free agent,
which feels like it is an ideal situation to then have not. If you've come from Boys Planet and you've come from Zero Base One, and the issues around Zero Base One are all going to end up being contract
agencies,
based.
Yes, agencies figuring out how to do this.
Maybe
it happened in Kepler.
Maybe you're like, hey, if we can get as many non-agency people in there,
well, then why hire agents? Then why?
Well, this is apparently what the produce shows in Japan do is they make them like, I think I read this. They make them like sever their contract. They have to drop being a trainee with the agency
for the run of the show. So that there's no overlapping of like there's no conflicts if anybody ends up winning. Well, that's the tough part because there's no guarantee unless you sign something that they'll sign. But you back.
I also don't know because I know for sure that in K-pop training you like have to pay back over time. Yeah. So I don't know if like that's I don't know if they don't do that in J-pop or it's like a different kind of contract legalese and that's why. But
I also know that
I just was thinking about that while I was like looking at his stats.
Because we've had other shows that I think Make 1 was specifically like they're all individuals. They have all left their agencies. They're coming in with fresh. That's New Era.
Oh, that's new. Oh, and it's New Era.
Yeah, I think so.
I've been saying that wrong the whole time.
Nura?
I said Nura.
Sure.
It's New Era. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yes. Blop. I agreed that they are, I think, kind of, I don't even want to say forcing, because I think the producers, the editing, has found someone that they want to shoot for as their star.
I would say his strongest point, Kim Ganu,
is that
he looks like an
idol. He looks like an idol.
He like has the look.
He has the look for sure. And he's got the look, he's got the height, he's got the training already.
He's got plenty of training. So they know that he's going to at least be consistent and like is a safe choice. I would like to throw the caveat. Yes.
Yes.
Throw it in.
Which is also kind of the other big elephant. Is that I was convinced before even the show started, just from like what people were talking about, who has had the attention, that Lee Sang-won was the center of the K show.
Oh, sure. Let's talk about them.
He, even in his Trainee A, even in his story, even the story of Trainee A, which I found out there's another Trainee A contestant in the show, Jun-il. They haven't showed him yet. Oh. But when they came in, they were like, yep, I know. Like, there was one moment they were like, oh, yep, I know them. but they haven't acknowledged that he is also in Trainee A.
So I wonder if he ended up being with another company.
I think so.
That's why.
I think so.
It's like that also happened in Peak Time with that guy who went Dignity, into the other group.
Yes. But Lee Sang-won, even in the story of Trainee A, that whatever it like doesn't happen. Lee Sang-won leaves. He doesn't want to be an idol anymore. He works as a barista. But then Leo.
Can you just for a minute imagine you go in to get your fucking coffee?
You're walking into Compost Coffee or whatever.
No, I bet he's just in a regular cafe, like a cafe where you like sit and you're there with your friend and you're eating your little blueberry cheesecake.
Oh, like a cafe with like 3 things.
Yes. An Instagram-y cafe.
An Instagram-y cafe.
Oh my God, I would
And he's wearing a mask, but you're like,
I know
that's a former trainee.
I know.
I know.
Not even that. I would just be like, wow, wowie zowie. That's crazy.
But when they're telling the story, he like is a barista, whatever, blah blah blah. And then Leo is like, I want to audition for the show. I think what happens is that he asked him to join. He asked him to like join the company so that way they can be trainees in order to like do the show.
Yeah.
And so
because they're both under Grid Entertainment, whatever the hell that is.
I think so. They managed one of my favorite Nugus, Pow, honey.
Oh, girl, not this.
We love Pow. They were in my top 10 songs of last year.
I know they were. I sat through the whole thing. I sat through all 11 songs, by the way, in your top 10.
Even in that whole story, the focus was still on Sang-won. That I was like, I do think they are editing the show to be like, these are the hot tickets.
I was surprised that they like edited it. Like they didn't even call, and maybe they'll save Leo for later.
Yeah.
But
it was.
I agree. Probably if Leo just still has been training, he didn't like leave and decide he didn't want to do this anymore. Like maybe it's not nearly as interesting of a story.
Because I think he's the one that like is a producer. Like he's like actively making music. What? Sure. I don't know. Which I think is a point of contention from.
I think there's a controversy surrounding him from many years ago.
Okay.
About lyrics that I have not looked into. That's as far as I know.
They do really well. Like Leo Leo definitely has the voice.
Leo has a very stable, unique tone.
Voice. But Sang-won is the star quality. Like he is like, you cannot help but look at him.
Yeah. Because
he looks like that. And there's a moment where his shoe flies off and he like a true human moment was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And everyone laughed and everyone loved it. And he was obviously very embarrassed and like apologetic, but it kind of worked for his benefit because they were all like, I felt like I was watching a real person.
Yeah.
You know?
I think the thing that Ganu gets as a critique is when you've been training for a really long time, it can start to look like you
manufactured, maybe.
Yeah.
Stiff.
What I think of is what's his name from Island 1. The one who had been like training for like
Seon.
Who's been training forever and just
doesn't pop out.
I think there's a point at which you can't keep training. Like you have to either debut or not debut because like you are then in a perpetual rut.
Yeah.
And
not rut.
I do think that's why I responded to Sun Hong Yu much because it was so clear that he still wants
it. He stops training because he can't.
Yeah.
No one will give him an opportunity.
Correct.
And when he has the opportunity, he's doing everything he can. He's like, you want me to do a pop song? You want me to do a girl group song right now? Do you want me? I know. I will do it.
He does. He beatbox. It is the best. It is of all the packages that we saw in these first couple episodes.
Yes.
It's the best. Like it's the most winning package.
Totally.
They are clearly like.
And you said that the comments were like good for him.
Oh my god! Okay. It's filled with comments from like Korean commenters.
What I loved about Boys Planet was there were moments there were moments of gold and flashes of light. when the show decides to like show
there were nights of endless pleasure.
Yes. But then they always seemed right.
So stupid. Shut up.
That they would show someone a story like that they feel like, oh, this might be interesting, and see if it hits, and like they get catapulted into the finals. Camden, Jongwoo, like literally those two, watching them rise during Boys Planet 2, Boys Planet, I was like, okay, I'm rooting for them.
We were rooting
for you. That I really hope that this happens for Hengyu.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's got perfect story written all over it.
I would just like to briefly touch on Yu Kang-min specifically from Very Very. Hi Kang-min. Hi Kang-min. I hope you're watching.
I know. You goo goo eyes. True goo goo gaga.
Hi.
And it was funny because Adam was watching and was like, he looks like a combination of a lot of idols.
Like 7 of my favorite idols in one.
Created in a lab.
Mm-hmm.
And he came out just a little shorter than what it should have been. And Adam was like, that's perfect.
Ideal, in fact.
So yeah. What a cutie. He's such a great dancer. I actually really liked the Very Very performance. I liked them. I liked the sergeant, because he's like the oldest, I think, in K Planet.
Yeah, I'm interested to see when it shakes out what ends up happening, because obviously there is a real focus this time, like we said, on
these
like
are
the experienced and debuted idols, and that did not help anybody in Boys Planet.
Yeah.
Like, it got them a little farther than probably other people may have gotten.
But they didn't lead with it. And I think from what I remember, okay.
They did not lead with it, it's true. What I felt like happened in Boys Planet was that there was, if people had the opportunity to give the opportunity, like, star creators had the opportunity to give it to someone who, it really only was Kim Ji-yoon who had ever been an idol previously to Zero Base One. Yeah. And obviously, like, his former like bouts like it's depression.
Yeah.
Like his former attempts at being an
idol
ended
years
so
ago,
poorly.
so long ago. Yeah.
And so long ago. It is interesting to like have members introduce themselves as being currently in the group.
But then it's like,
because like Hui, was in Pentagon, but it wasn't like
he came as himself.
And it wasn't like him and 2 other members from Pentagon showed up.
Right. And
like the closest, I guess, probably was like technically Soan and Geo.
Yeah, yeah.
And they did not
but they didn't say
about,
I'm Nai Nai.
Like, we're Nai Nai.
Very, very
slightly.
Sorta kinda.
Sorta kinda.
They don't introduce them as like, oh, we're here because we blah blah blah. Like, they're still an active company. It's Jellyfish. They've got trainees there too, so they're not gonna go out there and be like, you know, Their story was that because the sergeant, I can't remember his name, the sergeant, he was like, we didn't do any activity.
Lee Dong-on?
Yes, sure. We didn't do any activity while he was serving. So now that he's back, this is kind of like our way to try and like revitalize ourselves and like perform again. But they're not gonna go out and say like, yeah, our problems with our agency because they won't shoot, you know, they won't give us an opportunity to do something or whatever. But then you go and see like the Choco Boys. Choco 1 or whatever, and they were like,
Choco 2.
We technically debuted like last year or 2 years ago, but we did that one song and then nothing happened.
Yeah. So even
this
within
is our
the like
next
debuted ones, there's like
it's still varying stories.
There's still like different levels of what's going on.
Yeah. I want to talk about, because
there's for sure one I want to talk about.
This is like a part 1 of the conversation.
Because part 2 will be coming next week.
Because part 2 is coming next week.
Is this Oh My Sevens?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So the Wake One global trainees, one member is Shu Qingyi.
Yes, Wake One. Okay, yes, they're Wake One trainees.
There's global and there's
one
Korean.
Yeah. one from Taiwan.
Uh-huh.
One from two
Japan.
from Japan. One
and then
from
Thailand.
Thailand. Yeah.
And Chingy, he got the major story in the package because he came from Taiwan. He's a dancer. He starts going to these dance classes and like really idolizes a specific dance master named Umecki.
A choreographer in the industry.
He starts taking his classes. He goes to his workshops. He's like the dancer that I want to be. I love him so much.
The storyline
all of his choreography are some of my favorite. And then
I want them to become friends on the show.
I think
RJ.
that's what is going to happen.
I need this to be the storyline.
I think because there's no way that he'd like it's gonna happen. They're gonna pair them together and it's gonna be like a student and teacher situation.
I need this to be the storyline.
I am ride or die. I want to see the story all the way to the end.
All the way to the end.
All the way
Go
to the end. Umecki walks in as a contestant. Everyone is gag, especially Chingy, because he's like, well, first I'm performing his song, and now I have to compete against him. And like he's got like the perfect teeth. He's smiling the entire time. He is the cutest. He's gonna be all the way to the top for me. All the way to the end.
We're gonna not really talk about Umecki today because his full audition will be next week.
Next week, yeah.
But in the little package we get before the episode ends, he talks about how he, is a dancer. He's a choreographer.
Worked with Kuyang, like they were in Street Man Fighter together. In the same team.
He's talked about he's wanted to be an idol since he was little, So when he decided to go on this journey, he literally like at that point decided to like try to start actively working toward it. And one of the like things he says in his little package is like, I realize how hard it is to sing and dance at the same time. No shade to Miss Umecki, okay? This is why there's a real problem, is because these choreographers don't realize how hard it is to sing and dance, and they create this choreo that's too wild. So then people don't sound stable, and then all of a sudden, nobody knows how to sing. That's all I'm gonna say. But
because you're a vocalist first, and you wanna.
Oh, you think I'm a dancer first? I'm a visual first.
Well, you're mood maker first.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this plays out because I think Umecki is having his own story of like all of the masters are like, do you really want to do this? Which I think they're always going to do this in every Mnet show now. They're going to have someone that's like revered in the industry but not in an idol. Especially since like Street Fighter is such a huge like brand now for Mnet that I think they're always gonna try and like, or even I wouldn't be surprised if like some of the Show Me the Money like rappers are gonna start joining these idol shows too to kind of like, let's see if you really can take.
No, the rappers won't. The rappers will not.
So I'm excited to see like how this turns out, but I'm kind of all in on Chingu. Like,
he's great.
He's great. He's super talented. He was like
very earnest.
He walks in and was like, "I've got the strongest ankles in the business," and he does an ankle stand.
Yeah, I can't even describe what I saw. Speaking of things that were absolutely bonkers to watch, this turn up performance with Chen Yuqi, Dong Jin-kun, Ling Chunan, Zhang Shunyu.
Wow.
Thank you. So Turn Up has all these members. They all like are Taekwondo masters. They are all Taekwondo masters.
Yeah. Ling Chu-han is an actor. He like, I won all the Taekwondo awards that you could. And then I got scouted to start doing kung fu movies or like action movies.
Insane.
I just filmed with the Jackie Chan, and now I'm here. Jackie Chan.
Jackie's full name is Jacket.
You're so stupid. And so they do this performance, and there are flips, there are tricks, they are jumping up and down.
Honestly, I was like, don't do this show. Like, debut these four as like a taekwondo group and have their choreography always be like this kind of acrobatic. Nobody else is doing that.
Yeah.
There's your lane. Do that.
And a lot of them were like rap heavy, which was like interesting because I was like, that's a cool combo. Even though the story focused on Chuhan a lot, Dong Jin-kun was like the star. He did the biggest jump. His rap was like the best out of all of them, and he was the one that ended up getting the All-Star. So I'm putting him on my radar as well.
There's a lot of people on my radar now. Lot of people on my radar. I
have already 8 people from the Sea Planet that we've seen perform that I'm like, I've got 8 people that I'm rooting for.
Devil Game is the other one that you brought up. This is an amateur Shanghai group with Chen Boen, Fan Jie, Hu Hanwen, and Yang Jiapeng. And obviously Devil Game, thank you so much.
Yes, iconic. Yes, Bo and Chen looked so scared, and then he started singing, and I was like, where is this soulful voice coming from?
He's so good.
And his dancing was like very sharp too.
Yeah.
Hanwen doesn't get a lot of screen time, but a lot of the internet is rooting for him because he's the little like Douyin boy. He goes on TikTok lives in a maid outfit.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, he loves fan service. Let's say that.
Great, congrats.
And who's a fan? Me. So I'm excited to see him. He's wearing the Ricky outfit. He had the full arm out. And then Fanji, he's the leader of the group, and he walks in, and Jaejung's like, gorgeous. Who's that? He's tall. He's gorgeous. And they do this thing where he's like, well, yes, visuals is important to me. And then like when they all make it to the next round. He's like, but foundations is the most important
skills
thing.
Are the most
skills
important
are most
thing.
important. So that was a fun little bit of editing.
Yeah. I really liked that performance, and I liked that storyline for Fan Jae a lot.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see more from him.
Yes. Because they're starting to plant the seeds on who the leaders are. He's definitely one. In K Planet, I think the IST boys, the first group that went, they had like a
Rensho already
already my mood maker.
Yeah. T.
He is like doing jokes. I mean, Rensho and Ryan.
Park Dongyu.
Yes, Dongyu is like starting to get leader energy. Rensho and Ryan were like just tearing it up, just so funny. I'm excited. I'm starting to see the people play together.
Yeah, I do think actually Mnet, of all the different companies, I think they are the best at like doing small highlights, so that even if you don't watch the bonus stuff, you still get their personalities.
There's some personalities that you pick up on.
Yeah,
for sure.
Just simply by the sheer amount of footage they have.
Yes, totally.
Which I cannot imagine being an editor for this. I would probably blow my brains out.
Yeah.
But
agreed.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to yous. Speaking of playing with one another.
That's so weird. I don't know why you would say it like that. Yes, what about it?
So when they first go in, and if you want to sit in any of the top 8 chairs, you can challenge someone to move out of the way.
Oh, yes, it is.
And in Sea Planet.
Which I feel like it was the planet I would be on.
Yes, I think it's the planet that we...
Like in The Little Prince, that's the planet that I live on. I'm the little lamplighter on
Sea Planet.
Sea Planet. It moves so fast that I keep putting it out and putting it back out.
So one of the groups that walk in is former Boys Planet divas. It's Christian, it's Chai Jin Shin, and it's Xuan Hao. And so they walk up and
hello to you kings.
They walk up and they start going to their seat, try to get a seat. Chai Jin Shin just goes for it and sits on 1. And Xuan Hao tries to go on 2. But someone's already sitting there, so he tries to challenge him. Lucky me.
Lucky you.
That it's He Jun Jin, who I picked as my PO1 in my pre-show. Because he's my beloved from Universe League. And so what do? They do a gay chicken challenge.
lot of the
I
times
don't
it's
even know what to call it.
They arm wrestle.
The push-up challenge,
the
whatever,
contest,
blah, blah, blah.
whatever.
Yes. They literally do gay chicken. I don't even,
That is what happened on screen.
Happens.
There was a point at which I was pretty sure their lips touched.
Yeah, I think so too. And then Juanhao put his arm on Hejin, and he was like, "That's it." But the screen cap that I got for it, Chai Jin is literally behind Juanhao, just being like, "It's so funny." Behind every gay person.
Okay, that's great. I love that for you.
So that just felt like I felt like I All Stars casted that, because I was like, I love Juanhao, I love Junjin.
Mm-hmm.
How did this happen? It was a gift.
The last one I want to talk about from Sea Planet is On and On. This is He Zhongxing is a real character. His MBTI is SEXY.
Oh, yes.
He says at one point that he was born sexy, which is, when you really parse out what that means, is an insane thing to say.
He gives me Laganja season 6 energy. He walked in with like, I've got a clear catchphrase vision of who my brand is.
Yes.
He literally says sexy over and over and over again.
I'll tell you what, he would win the branding challenge because he has a brand.
He's got a brand.
He's got a brand.
Yeah.
His brand is
sexy, I guess.
Sexy. Felix Sexy. Those are the two.
There's like a bit of Ricky. Boys Planet Ricky.
Okay, so that is what I think.
What they're trying to go for.
If I was to say what I really think, I think my guess is that he probably is trying to it's not he's trying to copy Ricky.
He's not copying Ricky, but
he's not doing that. But I do think he's kind of inspired by being like Ricky doing the like tall
young, rich, tall, and handsome.
Young, rich, tall, and handsome.
Yeah.
Charisma boss baby Ricky.
This is my journal.
He's trying to do that for sexy. Yeah. But I think it's I don't know if it has the same effect, I would say.
Yeah.
He does get 2 stars.
Mm-hmm.
I actually did like his rap in the song.
Yeah.
This is
I was really scared. And I was like, oh, he's going to be... There's nothing in there.
This is the only retest of the 2 episodes we see that works out in someone's favor. Oh,
yes.
So, is that true?
No, there was another retest.
There was another retest in K.
Yeah.
But I liked this one more. So, I believe it's Yeon Wee.
Yes, yeah.
Gets 0 stars. He retests and he sings like a little Chinese ballad.
And it was like, oh.
And it was like, voice down.
Oh, voice down.
Obviously, you can sing. I don't know if you can do it at the same time as dancing. That might be the issue. Yeah. But listen.
We give you an opportunity.
There's somewhere to go.
Yes.
We've got somewhere to go.
Yes, there's something to work on here.
He sounded great.
Yeah.
I actually was like, that was one of my favorite vocal performances of the entire 2 episodes. Was that little retest.
Clip.
Yeah.
I agree.
Pump It Up by Boy Story, performed by Christian Yang, He Junjin, Chi Lin, and Sun Jad.
Yeah, so Boy Story is in the show.
Yes.
They perform Boy Story.
Mm-hmm.
He Junjin, my beloved.
I'm got a new one. I'm really here to talk about Sun Jia Yang.
Uh-huh. And they call him out. They were like, there's something fruity about him.
They really did say there's something fruity about him, which is an insane thing to type. So shout out to that translator.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think that we could be in a Dao area.
It's definitely, we're in this territory for sure. He is a cutie. He can sing and dance.
Yes.
He was the only one memorable in this group, is what Jaejung says, because of how charming he is.
Yes. This happens, though, in all the shows we watch, where like there's like a cute performer, they do a cute song, and it's like perfect. Yeah. There's nothing else you want from them. The minute they have to do
a signal song,
they're cooked.
Curtains.
So we will see if we're able to, keep going.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because I do like him a lot.
Yeah.
I wanted to shout him out. I also wanted to talk about really quickly MCND, which is another debuted group that did Bang 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 by Big Bang. And it does not go great. So yeah. I just wanted to bring it up because on our Patreon there were some, I believe probably MCND fans who were like, this don't take it as like they're not good or whatever. And let me tell you what, I never do. This does not mean anything at the end of the day.
Truly.
And I don't remember most of the auditions from Boys Planet 1.
Yeah.
And nor do I think it is a true representation of actual skill.
Right.
It is more a representation of like where your level is at the moment.
Yeah. Also, like,
or not even that, like, necessarily.
As theater people, too, like, we know auditions are, like, you can fail an audition. Yeah. That doesn't mean you're a bad performer. So
don't stress.
Yeah. I literally picked Thanatorn from The Wind, and he gets 0 stars.
Yeah.
Guys.
I did watch that one fully, and
it feels like it was not his right song, maybe?
Yeah, he did Vibe by Jimin.
That was him? I was listening to you when you were watching.
And it
just feels like it probably wasn't. I mean, happens in American. It happens in auditions all the time. Like you didn't pick the right song.
I do think the judges were specifically harder on the debuted people than anyone else. Because I think if someone without an agency had done that, they would have maybe gotten a 1 star.
Yeah. That makes me a little scared for Soan and Junso next week. Just because
I'm scared they're next week because I don't know. I don't.
Because I'm worried. I'm the people that we haven't seen yet that I'm really looking forward to is Junso, Soan, and Umecki, obviously in K, and then the Dakabi boys because I think
most of my boys haven't gone yet.
Yeah,
most of my picks.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Dakabi boys because they are great performers. So I hope they can turn it out. And then in C, obviously the Boys Planet boys haven't gone yet. Christian, Xuan Hao, and Dang Hong Hai. So
right,
I'm looking forward to them.
And I hope Dang Hong Hai's audition goes better than last time.
I know
it wasn't bad last time, but it wasn't great. So I hope it's better this time.
And they kind of give him a mini package that's like, oh, he's gotten chicer.
I feel like the solo auditions this time around have been way stronger than last
Boys
time
Planet.
in solo auditions.
Yeah.
So, because I remember being like, well, it's so
Hui
hard
and
to do
Hanbin are like the only ones that really stand out to me.
And Matthew.
Yeah.
But even then, like, Hanbin and Matthew, I still felt like were a little, like, unsteady.
Yes. They're led with their personality and their charm.
Yeah. So...
If you had to just pick one person in K and C right now on who you're... Because we're not changing picks.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you like, I'm really excited for this person. I'm going to be rooting for them.
Sun Hengyu.
And then in K?
Oh, in K, Ujin. Kang Ujin.
Yeah.
Those are my 2.
Those are your 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think in K, it's tough right now because I think Chingu is like completely like took my breath away. He's
also
so
Sen.
Sweet.
I'll say Sen.
I know.
Too.
Sen is my C.
I know.
Sen did Crown. His partner did not make it, but Sen did.
It was very sad.
It was very sad.
Very sad
because they were both Encode trainees. And so Jaejung like even also like felt very like I think like felt for him.
Yeah.
But the whole thing was that Sen was only like was also a young trainee.
Yes.
But he just like had the voice.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick Chingu from K, and I'm gonna pick Sen. Honestly.
Great.
So we will watch
we're doing this
the rest of the auditions next week, and then the Signal song, and then I believe after that, episode 3 is the first merge. The merge happens, Survivor style.
Mnet blocked our Signal song reaction on YouTube, so it is available if you join our Patreon.
For free.
Idol fan
you can watch it.
You did make it free?
Yeah.
Oh, great. You can go find it on patreon.com/boyslove. But if you want to see our reactions to the full show, you can join us at the Idol fan level, or you can just buy the collection outright, which is also available for sale and will be updated as we record those reactions. So, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
It's been a real treat. If we did not talk about your fave, sorry, they didn't do well enough for us to talk about them.
Oh my god.
Thank you, and we'll see you
next week.
Goodbye.